Hello children, let's continue with the book exercise of chapter 11, that is unpleasant experiences. In my last video, I have explained you the book exercise of the reader part. In this video, I will explain you the grammar part. So let's start children. Okay, this we have already done. So we will start with the grammar part. Okay, language structure. Formation of adverbs from adjectives. So read these words. So children, you know what is the meaning of adverbs and adjectives. Adverb adds meaning to the verb and adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Fine. Suppose take one adjective, happy. A happy boy. So happy is an adjective. Can you change adjective into adverb? Yes. So happy can be changed into happily. What is the opposite of happy? Sad. It is also an adjective. And what is the adverb of sad? Sadly. In the same way, badly. Fine. So let's read these words. Impulsive. This is an adjective. Just add ly. So it will become impulsively. In the same way, stern plus ly, sternly. Angry plus ly, angrily. And in few words you have to take care of the spellings also. Like in angry, the last letter is y, so it will change into I. Like I have told you, happy to happily. So again in happy, y will be turned into I. So happily. So the words impulsive, stern and angry are describing words or adjectives. We can change many adjectives to adverbs by adding the letters ly or ily to them. So let's do this. Add ly or ily to the adjectives given in the box to complete the following sentences. So you can see the helping box is given there. Words are given there. But these are adjectives. You have to change them into adverb and write the answer. The hungry child looked dash at my ice cream. If I am eating an ice cream and there is a hungry boy, so what will be his look? Because he is so hungry and he is not getting food. So what will be his look, children? Obviously sad. So the hungry child looked sadly at my ice cream. Prema Das declared, I am the winner. So children, if you are winner, you won something. So how will be your expression? Happy. So Prema happily declared, I am the winner. She Das rubbed her eyes as she woke up. See children, when we wake up in the morning, we feel very lazy. So she lazily rubbed her eyes as she woke up. Your reply Das states the cause of the fire. So your reply perfectly states the cause of the fire. The fire dash spread to the neighboring houses. See children, spreading work is done very fast. So you can write the fire quickly spread to the neighboring houses. He drove dash on the bumpy road. Suppose you are a very good driver. So what will you do? You will drive carefully. So he drove carefully. Rahul solved the problem dash in 10 seconds. See children, if you are able to solve the problem within a given time or before that time, it means you are very smart. So and maybe the question is very easy. So you can write the Rahul solved the problem easily in 10 seconds. Radha sings beautifully. Let's move to the collections. Fill in the blanks with words which indicate collections. See children, here a dash of stars. So what you can write here? Obviously a galaxy of stars. And what is it known as? I think it's known as constellations, no? A dash of monkeys. So a troop of monkeys. See children, I have also written here a troop of dancers. Pronunciation is same but spellings and meanings are different. For monkeys we will write TROOP, but for dancers we will write TROUPE. Okay, so don't get confused here. That is why I am telling you for both troop. A dash of pigeons. So children, for birds we write flock of pigeons. A dash of lions, a pride of lions. A dash of events, a series of events. Now come to Grammarly. Adverbs. Just now I have told you what is the meaning of adverbs. It adds meaning to the verb. Now read the following questions and answers. How often does Shagun meet her uncle? Weekly means in a week she meets. How often does Gaurav write? Usually means most of the time. The words weekly and usually are adverbs that tell us about how often something is done. So it means it is adverb of frequency. They are called they are called adverbs of frequency. Now let us understand the use of adverbs of frequency. See children, when you are saying always, it means 100%. When you are saying usually or normally, it means 70 to 80%. Often or frequently, it means 50%. And when you are saying sometimes, it means it is 20 to 30%. And when you are saying never, then it is 0%. So let's do the book exercise based on it. The following table shows what Komal did during the previous week and how many times she did the specific task. Use information given in the table to complete the sentences using never, sometimes, frequently, usually and always. So in the table it's given that she plays tennis only on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. In the same way, you can see that she helps mother every day, but she never waters the plants. So first we will see the fill in the blanks. So the words are given here with never, sometimes, frequently, usually and always. You have to fill it. Let's bring the table also which we have learnt in our previous slide. Komal Dash played tennis. So we have seen that she plays 4 days out of 7. So we will write it is 50, almost 50 to 60%. Okay, so we can write often. She went to the library. So library she goes 5 days out of 7. So you can write she usually went to the library. She cleaned her room. So only 2 days children. So you can write she sometimes. She helped her mother. So you can see that she helps her mother every day. So you can write she always helped her mother. And the last one is she watered the plant. So we can see that she never watered the plant. So you will write never here. Now punctuation. We have already done a chapter on punctuation. If you have not seen that video, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can check it. Okay, let's do the book exercise here. Insert comma, full stop, question mark, exclamation mark and quotation marks wherever required. So let's do it. See children, here you can see that in every sentences it's written Meena said or Sarah asked me, Parul said. So these are direct speech. Okay. So everywhere in all the sentences you have to give comma and quotation mark because these are direct speech. Okay. So first one is Meena said, give comma. What a beautiful view. So start with a quotation mark. And children, what a beautiful view. It is not a question mark. Okay. It is exclamation mark. So because she is expressing her view, her feelings after looking to the view. Sarah asked me, again comma, where are you going? So it is children a question. So give quotation mark in both the places at the starting and end of the question and then give question mark. Parul said, again comma, I look after my pets. This is another sentence. So give inverted comma in both the places and give full stop because it is a sentence. Now Gina requested Mohit, again comma and give quotation mark. Please open the window. Again it is a sentence. So again close the inverted comma and give full stop. Pulkit asked, what time is it? So asked, it is a question. So give comma, inverted comma open, inverted comma closed and then question mark. Mehul said, how beautiful is the tree? Again, Mehul is a girl. So she is expressing her view, her feelings, certain feelings. So it is a exclamatory sentence. How beautiful is the tree? So again, inverted comma open and closed and then exclamation mark. Gauri said, go away. So comma, it is a sentence. So ends with a full stop. Preetham said to Mona, this is my book. Again comma and it is a sentence. This is my book. So it starts with inverted comma, close with inverted comma and then full stop. So children, you have done punctuation from class 1 or 2 only, so it is very easy for you to do. Now listen and tell. Listen carefully, write the names of the foods in the correct boxes to complete the given food pyramid. So I am going to read it and you have to write in the pyramid. Eating the right amount of food is essential for us. Sugary foods and foods rich in fat should be eaten occasionally. So children, in first triangle, occasionally we will write sugary foods. Now, we should have 4 servings of bread, rice and potatoes. So in 4 servings you have to write bread, rice and potatoes. And 2 to 4 servings of fruits and vegetables. So in the second last you have to write fruits and vegetables. 2 servings of meat, fish, nuts, pulses and eggs make a healthy diet. So in second one please write fish, meat, nuts, eggs and pulses. And the last one is 3 servings of milk, cheese and yogurt are healthy for us. So please fill milk, cheese and yogurt in the third blank. Now be creative. As you get ready to leave class 5, you are leaving primary school behind. Children, class 1 to 5 is primary, no? And before that it is pre-primary. So now you are in class 5. You will leave primary school and then you will go to the middle school, that is from class 6. You must have learnt many new things in primary school, but you must also be prepared for many new experiences that will come your way in middle school. Are you mentally prepared to step into middle school? So what you have to do, you have to write a diary entry expressing your feelings on starting a new phase of your life and your expectations from it. Like what I have seen, the students are very excited when they are going in class 6. Okay, they share their views also that what they are going to do when they will go in class 6. So you can also write in a diary entry. So I will explain you the format and I will also give you sample how to write a diary entry. But before that, let's see the talk time. Discuss about secrets and surprises in the class and talk about one good secret and one bad secret. So you have to share the name of the person whom you can confide about all your innermost and personal feelings. So children, you are not going to school now because it's lockdown. So what you can do, you can share with your friends on phone or to your elder brother or sister, even to your parents' children. You can share your secrets, one good secret and one bad secret, and I'm sure you must have one secret with you because many students, they are what they do, they share their secrets with their friends and they tell them not to tell anyone. Fine, so you can do this again. It is like an activity to you. So if you are not able to share, you can also write in your diary. If you have, you can share your feelings in your diaries. So children, let's see the diary entry here first. See, this is the format of diary entry. First you have to write the day, give comma and then date. Leave one line, then write time. Again leave one line and you write diary entry. Dear diary. See children, when you are writing a letter, you write dear mom, dear father, dear friend, dear brother, respected sir, respected madam, like this. So you are writing this to your diary. So please write dear diary. Again leave one line or leave a blank line. Okay, and then you can write the body. Like here you have to share about what are your expectations when you will go in middle school. So you can write all about that, and then when it is over, again leave one blank line and then write your name. See children, this is the sample. Like only check the answer. First you have to draw a box. Don't forget to draw a box. You have to write diary entry in a box. First you have written date and day, a day, then comma date. Leave one line time, leave one line dear diary, leave one line the body, and then leave one line and then you can write your name. I hope you have understood and you can write. That's all for today children. Thank you.